YouTubes, how's it going? Part 8 now, this Pokemon Silver walkthrough. Right now, we're kind of in the middle of getting to Union Cave, and we just finished up with Violet City, so we're in the transition stage from those two things. So now, I'm going to be focusing on taking care of this Ruins of the Alph thing right away. Obviously, I won't be able to explore all of it because I don't have Surf, but there is some stuff we can do, even though we're not playing in Crystal and we don't have access to those items that you do get to choose from in Crystal. But that's another story for another day. You can go look that up on Bulbapedia if you need to. So I'm going to start right now. Obviously, I just want to show you where I am. It's morning right now. I'm recording on a Saturday, so I can't run into Frida Friday yet. I can't run into Arthur of Thursday or Tuscany of Tuesday, and because I've defeated the first gym, I can run into those guys. So right now, I'm going to solve this puzzle. I believe I talked to her already. So we're going to put together this Kabuto, and I haven't done this in a while, and I didn't prep for this, so it'll be a little interesting if I can pull this one off, but I'm pretty confident that I can do it. So obviously, if you've ever put together a puzzle before, you want to start with the corners. And I believe these two go together right off the bat. You can kind of see where that would fit. And if they need to be flipped around, you can do that easily, so it's not too big of a problem. This one's very easy to put together. Definitely the easiest of, I don't know exactly how many, I forgot how many puzzles there were in total, but it's definitely one of the easier ones. So I believe this goes at the base. And oftentimes you get to the final piece and you think that's finishing it off, but somewhere along the lines you've gone wrong, but it's not too difficult to remedy. And that looks like it would fit up there. So we got one more to put on the left side. There we go. So beautiful. Now we work on the eyes, which I would say probably is the most difficult part of this. Looks like it works. Looks like it fits to me. And that looks like a good spot for that one, and the final one is ready. So apparently that's not it. Let's see where I've gone wrong here. Nope. Okay, so maybe it is the opposite way, because maybe the eyes shouldn't be too close together. That looks like makes more sense. There we go. Is this it? Is that not it? What is it then? Alright. That doesn't make any sense that these would go right there. But, alright, so apparently that's not it. We're going to have to do this again. I swear I had that one down pat. Maybe I should have taken a screenshot before this. Touch it up a little bit, and I'm sorry if we don't get through this, but after I take care of this puzzle, which shouldn't be that difficult, but I'm struggling with that. You're probably screaming at your screen right now. But I haven't done this puzzle in over like 3 years, so cut me some slack. I'm just doing this for completion's sake, obviously, and they made it a little bit more difficult for me as well. They're not placed like they were in the last go around right next to each other. That would translate onto the screen. So I believe, is that how it works? Did I mix those up? I might interchange those as we go along. And that looks like it would fit on the bottom. You can check both sides of the spectrum, but you can kind of see where the fits go. But afterwards, I'm going to be catching 3 unknowns. I don't know what letters of the alphabet I'll be catching this go around, but I know I will be catching 3, so I can get that Pokédex extension for my Pokédex, the unknown extension. And I believe this should be switched around like that, unless their eyes are very close together. That looks like it would fit over there. So just coming out of the little sockets, that would make sense. So now you can switch these around, see if that makes a difference for us. They're very precise in what they want. There we go. We finally did it. That's all our problem was these bottom 2, so Kabuto is complete. And I'm going to fall through the... Oh no, trapdoor! One of many trapdoors. We will be breaking legs all over the place. We're going to be breaking our legs in the burned tower as well. I look like an idiot, but apparently there are a lot of booby traps around in this game. There's a strange presence here. So we can just walk around right now. Look at these statues. It's a replica of an ancient Pokemon. I really don't know what ancient Pokemon they're referring to. They all look the same to me, so get original. I'm pretty sure there are more than one ancient Pokemon. So we're just going to walk around right now. The unknowns are in the Ruins of Alph, level 5, 100% occurrence rate, morning through night. So I believe this is a D. Not the grade you want on the test. And yes, off screen I got Zubat up to level 16, learned Bite, and I also got no, Gatorade's still at level 18. Did I already say he's a Croconaw? I can't remember, but he is a Croconaw now in case I didn't. And Togepi, yes, Togepi hatched. So I just want to show you that real quick. When I was training my Zubat up, it hatched at some point. So we can get that to a Togetic if we want to. So I'm going to pull out my pack right now. I'm going to try a Pokeball right away. If it doesn't work, I'm going to bring out Jigglypuff to sing this Unown to sleep. Alright, so yeah, I might as well bring out Jigglypuff. I don't really want to suffer against the lowly Unown, who is only good in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, that is. Coming flying in from the side, annoying your opponent, hitting them, smacking them upside the head multiple times. So, Hidden Power obviously unleashes the ability to have your own hideout in the 3rd generation. We don't have that capability here in the 2nd generation, but I'm not too set on getting it anyway. So, here goes Sing, and hopefully he stays asleep for at least one turn so I can throw a Pokeball at it. We'll be getting ourselves a couple Great Balls before we get to Union Cave. And it was a little counterintuitive there. The time I don't use sleep, the Unown stands less of a chance. So I'm going to... Oh, good. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to throw out one more Pokeball here. And I believe I'm short on dough even, so I couldn't even go out and purchase some more Pokeballs if I needed to. There we go. So green color, not really sure where they came up with that one. First Unown is caught, and yes, that adds to the Pokédex, but number 201, but there are 26 to get. Its flat, thin body is always stuck on walls. Its shape appears to have some meaning. Yes, D, the symbol, text, whatever it is. So sent to the PC, and I'm just gonna heal up Jigglypuff real quick because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to use it again. So potion will bring it all the way up to full health. There we go. So Zubat's in the lead. I'm not sure if Rage at level 18 Croconaw could keep a, especially now it's evolved to Croconaw, could keep an Unown alive. Leech Life might have the ability to keep it alive, so I'm going to try that next time around. Zubat's still pretty weak, and I realize probably some of you are just looking down at past history, the times you played through this game, you've gone to Union Cave. You know you can catch level 8 Zubats. You're probably thinking, why didn't you wait till you can get level 8 Zubat? Well, I just wanted to take care of it right away. I wanted to get my Zubat stats up a little bit higher than what would be from the level 8 that I captured for myself. So I'm going to use Leech Life now. Could use Supersonic even to confuse these guys, because it is relative. So it worked out perfectly. And I can suck some health too. So I'm going to pull out Jigglypuff just like I did last time, and we're going to catch this letter E. So, Jigglypuff now. Sing it to sleep. And yes, I already caught an Unown, but once again, you catch 3 Unowns, you can get the Pokédex extension from different scientists here in the Ruins of Alph. So, I might actually lose my Jigglypuff. Alright, so Jigglypuff's probably going to go down here, and this letter E apparently has pretty high attack. But I can deal with it. Yes, I'm going to use the next Pokemon. I don't want to fall into that trap. I'm going to pull out Ladyball, and then I'm going to use Pokeball right now. I don't have a Revive, so I'm just going to have to live on the edge with my Zubat's Leech Life, see if I can just lower their HP and see if that's better than using Sing. Oh no, the moment of truth. One thing I've noticed, going back and forth playing Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Silver, it's a lot more difficult to catch Pokemon. Wow, super effective. It's a lot more difficult to catch Pokemon in the second generation than it had been in the first generation. So this Rocky can help out. I like that color of the Onix here. It doesn't necessarily look gray. It's kind of copperish. So as long as we have one Pokeball remaining after we catch this this letter E. Come on. Come through for me here. This is the big one. Big one. Big one. There we go. So 2 of our 3 have been acquired right now. Gotcha. No, I'm not going to be naming you except for Pasty. And I'm going to roam around to the bottom quadrant of what we can explore. And so this is a... Not exactly sure. Is this a Z or is this a Y? I'm not sure as to what this is. I don't know why I think it would be a Y. But we can use Leech Life on it. That's all I care about. So, leeching you up. Bring your HP down. Yes, so even lower than the previous one. Super effective. Hidden power. A bunch of balls flying at each other. Red and blue and green and yellow. Not yellow. And I'm going to pull out that Pokeball that I have. So I want to see bright lime green for one last time. I don't want to be heading back to Violet City in this episode. Just saying. There we go. So worked out well for me in the end. I was a little concerned about that. Not going to name him, and I'm going to depart from this area. So I guess you could use this place even... Oh, there's a ladder right there. As a training place for your Pokemon. I'm going to see what it does for my Zubat here. I'm not exactly sure what experience points you get from these guys. I'm going to bite letter D. D tastes good, unless it's alphabet soup. So 43, it's pretty average. I could get better in Union Cave most likely. Otherwise, outside of Violet City, though, there aren't many options in terms of training until you get onto Route 32, which still is pretty mediocre. So I'm just gonna curb stomp this last unknown, and I'm pretty sure that'll be the final one we'll see here in part 8 of this Pokemon Silver walkthrough. So another 43. Pretty sure it would be standard 43 for a while. And who's this guy? That's a Pokédex, isn't it? May I see it? There are so many kinds of Pokemon. What's this? What is this Pokemon? It looks like strange writing on the walls of the ruins. If those drawings are really Pokemon, there should be many more. I know, let me upgrade your Pokédex. Follow me. How would he know that it would be many more? Just intuition? But I don't think intuition's scientific. I think it's philosophical, I guess. So obviously he's doing something on his computer. Done. I modified your Pokédex. I added an optional Pokédex to store unknown data. It records them in the sequence that they were caught. Brock's Pokédex was upgraded. Thank you. The unknown you catch will all be recorded. Check to see how many kind exist. So obviously you can tell from right now we have 23 remaining to complete the 26 of the alphabet. I wonder how many kinds of Pokemon are in the ruins. 26. Well, variations. The strange Pokemon you saw in the ruins, they appear to be very much like the drawings on the walls here. That must mean there are many kinds of them. That's all what they're saying. You 3 are redundant. You can cut your expenses if you fire 2 of them. But that's just a suggestion. Anyways, so I'm going to head out of the Ruins of Alph now. I'm going to head east. And for the sheer fact, let me check Union Cave. You know, I'm going to have to check my Pokegear right now, see if I cannot buy any more Pokeballs. Not Pokegear, I'm not playing the first generation. Okay, I could buy 3 more Pokeballs, so I'm going to head back up to... Did I talk to these guys already? There are drawings of stone panels. I tried moving them. I wonder what they are. It's a puzzle. Ruins of Alph. A look and touch tourist site. Try the sliding stone panels. You're studying the ruins? I see a scientist in the making. So I wonder how they pay those guys that sit at the guard booth all day. Probably minimum wage, but here is a poison cure or paralyzed cure berry that I'm going to get another one of, and I'm going to head back to the mart here in Violet City real quick. Just purchase a couple Pokeballs. And we're getting a call from Joey Youngster for the 3rd time already in this walkthrough. It's me, Joey. How are you doing? How are your Pokemon doing? My chat is really energetic. It's handful. Hey, listen, I almost caught Weedle the other day. Oh, it was so close. See you later. Well, it's all relative, I guess, in the Pokemon universe. I've caught myself a fair share of Weedles, but it's exciting for him, so I'm just going to let him be, and I'm not going to burst his bubble for the day. So I'm going to come over here, buy myself a couple Pokeballs. You know, I could sell... see if I could sell Mud Slap. I don't really plan on using Mud Slap, so I'm gonna sell it. It's a good chunk of moolah, 1,500. So buys me a couple more Pokeballs while I'm at it. So the 5 more. I'm going to need about this many to catch all the Pokemon that I can catch on Route 32. And then I believe... No, there are no Pokemon I can catch in Union Cave quite yet. So Union Cave is going to be boring in terms of Pokemon accessibility quite for right now. We'll be able to catch a couple in there, but other than Lapras, the special Pokemon there, not much will be going on. Route 32, Violet City, Azalea Town. So now we'll be heading down to Union Cave before we get to Azalea Town, and then eventually Route 33. Hey, you have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. Training in the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. This increases the power of Grass-type moves. So we got Miracle Seed now. I'm going to be needing Miracle Seed. I'm not going to tell you why. I'm just going to say I need it. So I'm going to keep that nice and tidy in my pack for right now. Your experiences in Violet City should be useful for your journey. Thank you. And that guy will stop you if you try to head down Route 32 without taking down Faulkner. So we're going to walk around in the grass. I'm going to cover the Pokemon that you can catch here in Route 32. I'm going to get a wild encounter before I run into this the trainer right there first. On Route 32, this is actually the first route in Johto to see the player's destination to the south. So I thought that was cool. In terms of items that you can get here in Route 32, you can get Miracle Seed, you can get Paralyzed Cure Berry, which I already got, you can get a Great Ball, an Old Rod, Poison Barb from Free to Friday down by the Pokemon Center by Union Cave, TM5 Roar, but you need Cut, I'll talk about that in a second, Great Ball, which is hidden, and Super Potion, which is hidden, but I'll get to that. And in terms of Pokemon, here's one of them that I need to catch. It's an Ekans, it's level 4, you can get Ekans on the grass, 30% occurrence rate morning through night. So, I needed to heal up my Jigglypuff, but I don't think it's going to be a huge problem here. See if I can use Leech Life, get it down to a pretty low level. Alright, so it's not very effective, obviously. Bug type going against this poison guy. So I'm going to keep pounding at it with Leech Life, though. It's important that I catch this Ekans just because I want to, and I want to get it off my plate right away. You can catch, in terms of other Pokemon that you haven't run into already, that you can catch and probably maybe want to catch. You can catch a Mareep, level 6, 20% occurrence rate morning through day, 10% at night. Mareep is an awesome Pokemon when evolved to Ampharos. So if you want a Thunder type or Electric type Pokemon mixed in with a Pokemon that can learn some interesting moves like Fire Punch and whatnot, Ice Punch, go with an Ampharos. Catch a Mareep right here. I won't be doing that. Sorry, I have something even more creative in mind for that type of Pokemon. You can get a Hoppip, which is a kind of a Magikarp-like early evolution Pokemon. It is grass, but once you get it to Jumpluff, it's a decent Pokemon. You can catch Hoppips at level 6, 10% occurrence rate morning through daytime. You can also catch Whoopers, which is a water type Pokemon. It can be evolved to Quagsire, which is a water ground type Pokemon. You can catch those in the grass, 4% occurrence rate level 4 in the morning, and then level 6 through 8, 35% occurrence rate at nighttime. So you can get them at a couple of different times. So I'll be catching one of those as well. I won't be using it though. Obviously, I have Gatorade already. So I'm going to pull out my Pokeball, and it would be a nice time to have the opportunity to use Jigglypuff to sleep. Put this Ekans to sleep, but I don't have it right now. So hopefully we can get this Ekans with this one Pokeball regardless. There we go. So caught an Ekans. Pokeball acquisitions in Violet City is going to pay off for me, I can tell. Going to need a couple of them. It always hides in grass. When first born, it has no poison, so its bite is painful but harmless. So that's good to know, in case you run into Ekans, and it obviously is the first generation Pokemon. So took care of Ekans, and there's one more Pokemon I want to bring up to you guys, and it's a Quillfish. It's a level 40, using the Super Rod, 10% occurrence rate morning through night. And then you can get a Swarm. I'll talk about it later. Level 10, Old Rod, 15% occurrence rate all day. Level 20, Good Rod, 65% occurrence rate. Level 40, Super Rod, 100% occurrence rate. So I think I have enough time. You know what? I'm just gonna end it here. I'll see you guys next time. We'll be facing this first trainer. I just don't want to get caught and go over like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna check my Pokédex real quick though. See how many Pokemon I have acquired so far. I've got 18 already, so that's good. So thanks for watching part 8. I'll see you guys in part 9, and you should be entering Union Cave hopefully in end of part 9.